Do you have memories of being a child and waking to the smell of freshly baking bread? Or memories of your mother or grandmother making amazing homemade desserts from scratch? I know I do. Mostly when I was at my grandmother's house in a holler in West Virginia. Now, that era is long gone. Sadly, the recipes behind those cherished memories were never passed down to me. They were forgotten when my grandmother passed on, and then when my mother passed on. But the good news is that if you have those memories like me, with those delicious items that you grew up with, but you aren't blessed with the opportunity of having those recipes passed down to you, many of those wonderful historic recipes are available online. Join me as we look at some amazing websites full of historic cookbooks with recipes that capture those childhood memories, those recipes that have withstood the test of time. Chances are they are the same or very similar to the freshly baked breads and pies and other desserts that you have memories of growing up. If you want to find recipes for historic and old-fashioned items like apple butter custard pie or Pennsylvania Dutch stovetop apple dumplings, spoon bread, or potato fritters, these websites are full of historic recipes that will be a source to you to turn to time and time again. Now, sure, there are loads and loads of modern recipe websites available online today. It seems that everyone has posted recipes for everything you can think of. Some good, some not so good. But there's something incredibly charming about using old-fashioned recipes that just can't be replicated by modern recipes. Maybe it's the warmth and character that shines through in every handcrafted detail. Maybe it's the sense of nostalgia that washes over you as you read through those recipes and the memories that they bring back. Or maybe it's just knowing that the recipes you are making are the same as what your parents and grandparents or even great-grandparents would have made. Whatever it is, using recipes that have been around for sometimes hundreds of years contains a certain magic that draws you in and makes you want to use them again and again. And then when your family and your loved ones, they compliment you on that pie or bread or dessert or dish you made, you can proudly say that the recipe has been proven over time. And it's the same as your grandparents or even your great-grandparents would have made. But finding authentic traditional recipes in today's world of quick and trendy cooking can be a real challenge. It seems like every recipe online is either fake sponsored content or a hastily thrown together list of ingredients with poorly written instructions. And don't get me even started on the so-called influencers who claim to be cooking experts but really have no idea what they're doing. It's refreshing to see old-fashioned recipe websites that buck this trend and stand by their commitment to time-tested recipes. The very recipes that our grandparents, even our great-grandparents would have made. These websites are run by research universities and museums that are passionate about preserving the past. And those who created the recipes, many of them over 100 years ago, have poured their hearts and souls into every recipe that these websites have preserved. And in today's world where everyone's in a rush, these old-fashioned and often historic recipes are a breath of fresh air. They remind us that cooking is not just about throwing some ingredients together and hoping for the best. It's about taking time to craft a beautiful dish that brings people together. And when you're cooking with a historic recipe for one of these websites, you can feel the love and care that goes into every recipe, even if you're making just a simple evening dessert. So let's jump over to my computer and look at two of these websites. The first collection of historic recipes is on a website that is run by the Henry Ford Foundation. The recipes cover from 1700 to the 20th century. And again, I'll put a link to the website in the description of this video. One nice thing about this website, and you'll see it here, is how you can search. You can search for recipes by type, and you can see your appetizers, beverages, desserts, soup recipes. And then the cookbooks go by era, from the 1700s all the way up into the early 2000s. And so it's really a nice way to search. And for example, if I click on 1930 to 1940, you'll see here it comes up, and here are some of the recipe books that they have in their collection. So it's interesting because you can get recipe books from all different eras. Now, if you want to search by type, and let's just jump on the dessert recipe icon there. And if we click that, you can see a bunch of historic dessert recipes that they have in their collection. A winter squash pudding, apple crisp, apple fritters. These date back from 1814 and continue up. Applesauce cake. All kinds of wonderful recipes that you can get from throughout our history. Bird's nest pudding, that's an interesting one from 1836. And as you can see here, they have 5 pages of recipes just for dessert recipes. Now, the one thing that the Henry Ford Foundation does not do, it does not allow you to download the entire cookbook. It only has a selection of recipes from each book. But still, the ones that they have selected, I have found to be very, very helpful. So that's the first website we're looking at. And again, if you're in the mood and you want to try to make some applesauce cake or apple butter custard pie, actually, this is where I got my recipe for apple butter custard pie from. Apple fritters, absolutely wonderful recipes from our history here in the Henry Ford Foundation website. But a website that does allow you to view and download complete cookbooks is the Michigan State University Digital Repository of Cookbooks, and it's called Feeding America, the Historical American Cookbook Project. Now, this online collection has many of the most important and influential American cookbooks from the late 18th century to the 20th century. This digital archive includes 76 cookbooks from the MSU Library collection, and they're all fully downloadable and also searchable. As I scroll through the various cookbooks, you can see how varied they are in terms of when they were published and the types of recipes they are. And one of my favorite cookbooks is here, and it's one that I've gotten quite a few recipes from. It's Miss Edith Thomas's book, Mary at the Farm and Other Recipes. And let me just scroll down to that one so I can show you it. I have found this one to be a great resource. And if you look, here it is. If you look at some of my recipes that I published, they have come from this book. And many of the recipes that she got from the Pennsylvania Germans at the beginning of the 1900s and that she published in this book were later reprinted in almanacs and in magazines. So it's really a good book, and I have enjoyed it so much. So this is a great resource. If you want to download it, all you do is just click on the link. You can go right here. You can either scroll through it page by page, as you can see here, or you can actually go up here and just download the book as a whole. It's a great resource. So these are the 2 websites that I have found to be most useful. Links to both these websites are available in the description of this video. On these websites, I have often stumbled upon recipes that reminded me of my childhood memories of my grandmother in West Virginia. As I baked the recipes I have found on these websites and shared them with loved ones, I felt a sense of connection with my grandmother that I hadn't felt for years. It's as if the recipe has bridged the gap between the past and the present, bringing us all together in a way that nothing else could. And that, to me, is the true magic of old-fashioned recipes. They have the power to transcend time and space and bring people together in a most beautiful way. In a world that's increasingly focused on quick fixes and instant gratification, old-fashioned recipes are a welcome escape. They remind us that cooking is not just about throwing some ingredients together, but about taking the time to craft something beautiful that brings people together. And that, my friends, is something truly special. Thanks for joining me and Charlie here today on this cooking journey. I'd love to hear about your favorite old-time recipe websites and recipes, and if you don't mind sharing those in the comments below, that would be great. And if you're looking for more old-time cooking adventures, be sure to check out my other videos for some, I hope, tasty inspirations for you. Well, thank you so much for joining me and my little friend Charlie. He's 12 weeks old today. So he just is a bundle of joy. But thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.